So every year we do a survey of reporters and producers in newsrooms across the country. So this year we did the same thing. We surveyed reporters and producers, but we focused it on the election. Generally we ask questions about the pulse of newsrooms, what's going on, what trends are they seeing, what challenges are they facing, and we did that this year, but we put a focus of the election on it just to kind of make it interesting. And internally here we've all had a lot of questions for them and wondering what their thoughts are. So we found that to be really successful this year. The most interesting question for me was that we asked them to say one word that describes their feelings of the election, and we got a whole host of responses, but the majority of them had something to do with being tired or exhaustion or experiencing some sort of pain. But then on the flip side, we saw somebody say exhilarating and some more positive notes to it, but I think overall it was an interesting experience, not only for consumers and just Americans, but also for reporters and for journalists, and we saw that in our responses.
We asked reporters and producers if social media helped or hindered the public in knowing the facts about which candidate to choose, and interestingly, 69% said that social media hindered the process and 31% said that it helped.
The journalists overwhelmingly said they had to incorporate social media into their reporting. 85% of reporters found their listeners more engaged due to the election.
So what we found was that 77% of reporters that responded to our survey really like being pitched stories around the election, and if they could find a way to tie it in, they would. Not all the stories could be tied in, but they like being pitched those stories.